Hi, we're Riley and Bobby, travelers and partners in reckless adventure alike. Last year, we bought and renovated this 2005 Ford Econoline shuttle bus into a tiny house on wheels. Well, nearly renovated. With the impending Canadian winter looming, we made the decision to cut our losses and drive nearly 5,000 kilometers to the west coast in search of more hospitable climates and to make the most of the inevitable snowfall. Now, after living in the bus for 6 months, with the arrival of spring and the revival of our building ambitions, it's time to tie up the loose ends and turn this tiny house into a home.
What's up, vagabonds?
This is gonna be our first episode of lots of renovations to come. Spring weather's about to hit. It's really warming up, the snow is melting, so we're starting with the first and most important project, and that is we're reinstalling a water heater because our old one burned through and froze. Like, I think it froze first and that's how it burned through. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but the problem was that after it was frozen minus 25 degrees for like a week long, it just didn't work anymore while I was spilling out everywhere, and we're obviously not experts. We tried a few different things that didn't work, so...
No, you can see right there where it's broke.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's actually the pipes are just broken. I guess it just froze and...
Yeah, the ice expands and... Yeah. Blown.
We have the exact same water heater right here, looking beautiful, brand new. The comparison is insane. Old and new.
It's like a bomb went off.
I know. And for how many weeks now have we not had a water heater? It's been at least a few months.
It's been like a solid...
Because when was it the cold snap?
I don't want to admit, but I think it's been like 2 months.
I think so too.
We've just been bringing in pots of water from the spigot outside.
Heat up water on the stove to wash dishes.
Yeah, because once this was compromised, the whole water system was compromised. It just like would send water into it and just spill out everywhere.
So basically we went with the exact same Gasland water heater. We'll link it down below. We got it off Amazon. Mainly we went with this exact same one because it was working out perfect before it obviously froze, and we have everything set up for this water heater, so it'd be kind of hard to like change it up completely with a new one. And since we like the water heater itself and the water got really nice hot, yeah, we decided to get the same one again. Right now we're just checking what parts exactly we need to buy or what tools we might not have in the bus to do this project, so we'll head over to a hardware store and suss that out, and hopefully it won't be too big of a project.
The saga continues.
So we need a new shark bite, a new T for here, and then this little fitting that converts this T into the 1/2-inch PEX pipe fitting. And thank God we can reuse this part because that was the hardest part last time to find, and that's the safety relief valve over here.
So, got some pure white vinegar here. It's a good mold killing agent. My sponge. It's gonna give the surface behind the water heater a good scrub. Okay, so we got the part that needs replacing here. Hopefully we can find a brass one. We've got some other things to get here, and hopefully they have a plumbing section here.
And by the way, we're at Rona's. Again, we're overwhelmed in the plumbing section. Alright, so we just got out of Rona's and we got most of the parts. One part is missing, we couldn't find here, but they suggested us to go just a bit further up the street where there's just a complete plumbing store, which hopefully has that one teapot.
And that is like the Whistler factory.
We got the part at the plumbing store, so now we have all our parts and we're headed home.
I'll just get some coffee.
Oh, coffee and then home. Alright, so after we could not find these one of these PEX clamp removal tools, and like not a ridiculous price. We actually just watched a video and someone just uses the original, like, this is the crimping tool, but instead of putting it the way you want to crimp it, you put it the other way on top of it, and it literally destroys the ring completely. But it's perfect because you can just take it off so easily. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna hop in there and I'm gonna try to crimp these two pieces off. Hopefully it will go as easy as that one. We almost drove to Squamish to go to Home Depot.
I would have been there, dude. I'd be on my way there right now.
You were there already when I was like, let's just take 5 minutes, right? He's like, no, I don't have a tool. We can't do it. We need to go buy or get something.
Alright, so what are you doing now, love?
I am heating up water because we need boiling water. We'll pour that one over the 1/2-inch PEX pipe that's still on the fitting, and that will loosen it up from the actual fitting, and hot water doesn't do any damage to the fitting itself, so then we can reuse it.
Nice. Alright, so I've never even seen this before, but apparently this little doohickey can we can remove this little PEX from a shark bite fitting,
Or the other way around. That's the only thing I'm not sure about.
and then in a twisting pulling motion.
The crimp ring is compressed.
So I'm just gonna try to...
So basically we can't get that part off. This is the part, this is the tool, and it's not working, so we are just gonna go back probably and buy this part again. But what we can do, we can continue taking everything apart and getting everything ready. So that's the last and only thing we need to do. Yeah, and Riley's gonna take these parts of PEX pipe off now that I just crimped, where I crimped the crimp rings, where I cut the crimp rings off, and now he's gonna take the PEX pipe off of it with hot water, as we explained before. Easy. We got the part.
We got the
Second trip to the store.
It's usually how it goes.
Make sure it's all going, all covered, because you don't want it obviously to leak. And now we have some pipe thread dope with PTFE. But one thing, you don't want to over tighten it either, because then it will just basically go through the Teflon tape and just destroy it again if you over tighten it, if that makes any sense at all. I think that's correct, because every plumber video would be like, tighten it, but don't over tighten it. And then with the hands.
Oh.
Did you break something?
Old water heater, busted. New water heater, also busted. Because when I was putting on the T, I twisted up this copper pipe here somehow, because this mechanism failed and the whole thing just began to twist. So before we even had water in it, it is broken. The saga continues.
1 week later.
Voila. Zing. Alright. Okay. So Gasland was very nice to send us a new water heater. They actually are good tankless water heaters. We just had some bad luck.
Alright, all pieces are connected. And this is the little spot here where it's gonna go. Just down here, that's the exhaust. Oh, that's the exhauster. There it goes.
Oh,
I thought I had it all figured out, but I guess I forgot.
Oh, water?
Used to swear that I was different, just wanted to be like everybody else.
More water. We're running water
Oh, if I'd
again.
known then